I truly am thankful that he had that kind of perspective on me when I was getting recruited. And my favorite line he said was, my mom was like, "We'll put some weight on him," before I showed up to campus. And he was like, "Nah, we'll take him just the way he is," which is a reflection of his belief in me and confidence to go through the ups and downs of college and the transition and go from there. So you have to have people that kind of see your potential and, you know, instill that in you over time. And he was definitely the greatest at doing that for me.
Can three guys over the age of 35 really contend for a championship?
We're going to find out. I think we can. There's a level of know-how. I think what we did last year, it was a third of the season after the trade deadline, where we were, you know, top 3 in the league, both offense, defense, all the metrics that show we were a really good team. Obviously, we have to stay healthy, get through the, you know, regular season at a high level. But I like the identity that we have and the foundation of knowing how to play together, you know, towards the end of last season, that we can hopefully translate to this year. So I know we're gonna get that question asked a lot because of the age, and this is something that you haven't really seen before. But that's the beautiful challenge of this game.
Yeah.
At this stage of your career, when I know, when you're only playing, you know, for a championship, what do you make of that uncertainty of who even is on the roster, you know, at this point in the offseason?
It's different for sure, but it's built on like the identity that we were able to create. I said my confidence is built on the identity we were able to create over the last like third of the regular season last year. You know, the playoff journey. We have a really good team, and we do know we need some pieces to help get us to the next level. I think the veteran presence that we have with me, Jimmy, Draymond, like we understand how to prepare through that uncertainty and be able to hit the ground running in training camp, knowing, you know, we should have some movement by then. But you control what you can control, and no matter how many new experiences you have or whatever the differences of this off season versus the previous ones, like you don't let it affect your own personal preparation for the season, and then the conversations that we're having on what we need to do to get ready.
How has your personal preparation for the season evolved, like through the years, as you learn more about what you do or don't need in an offseason to prepare for a year?
It's evolved drastically from when I was like the last decade, when I started this camp, to now, in terms of building out the schedule of on-court and off-court work, and how to pace yourself through an off-season. I don't spend as much time on the court as I did back in the day, but it's much more intentional and much more purposeful, much more, I'm nerding out, like data-driven on like heart rate stuff and foot contacts and checking off all the boxes of, you know, movement and skill set that's relevant to my game. So just a lot more informed, but the work still feels, work feels harder, which is kind of fun because you have to kind of meet that level to know as you get older, you're still trying to play at a high level.